Hi everybody, I am A.R. Marr, and today was our first viewing of Batman Returns. Once again with me is my good friend Heather.
Hello.
This one... Burton, I love you, but...
Oh, why?
Oh, wow. He should not have been given free reign on a Batman film. Like, there is some good stuff in this one,
but a lot of bad.
Yeah, I was a little surprised at just how much we found actually annoyed us. Like, I didn't realize how long it's been since I actually watched this movie and paid attention.
So,
oh, where to start? The Batman's rampant killing, the time he smiles.
Yeah, like he stuffs a bomb in some guy's, pretty much his underpants, whatever outfit he's wearing, and shoves him in a manhole and he explodes. It's like, you smiled for that part.
Yeah, he's just smiling. He's like...
Just...
And it's like, no! You do not murderize a guy and smile! You're Batman! Like...
It's just weird. Like, we can forgive the first movie where he's like, oh, he killed those guys, but he's really angry and serious and grr about it. But in this one, he's like, ha, you're dead. Bye.
Yeah, he's like, that guy's gonna explode. It's awesome. It's like, no.
And, just with Catwoman, like, he's so okay with just shoving her around, like, beating the crap out of her.
And it's not even a, like, stop her or subdue her kind of way. Like, he's having fun with it. He napalms her arm. And it's like, dude, that's a little excessive.
Yeah, just a little.
The one thing I noticed about these two movies that I didn't before, he never, except for this weird remote control one, he never uses a fucking batarang in the whole movie.
Yep. It's kind of weird considering it was in a lot of the toys.
Yeah. And, Penguin in this one. I love Danny DeVito, but... Oh god, no.
The penguins were cute. The little ones with the rockets on their back. They were cute.
Yeah, the penguins were adorable, but Penguin himself? Ugh. I mean, they barely explained and didn't really cover the whole backstory of him supposedly being in a carnival.
Yeah, they implied that he either lived in the zoo, which is connected to the sewers, for most of his life, but then they also make reference to him being in the circus for part of his life, so...
It makes no fucking sense. It's like, his parents dump him in the sewer, the penguins find him, and then we jump 33 years.
And it's like, oh yeah, he met some circus guys somewhere in the middle there.
Yeah, like, Bruce is looking at these, like, things that imply that he was part of a circus troupe and part of the freak show, and it's like, okay.
But when?
So how did we go from penguins in the zoo to freak show back to penguins in the abandoned zoo? At what point was the zoo abandoned? Have the penguins been living here in the abandoned zoo for 33 years?
Maybe he just drags them around with him. Like, the poor circus had, like, 30-some penguins traveling around with them. That's gotta stink.
Like, I have no clue. Healthy. And if this zoo was abandoned for so long, then why is nobody talking about redeveloping the zoo?
Yeah.
Like, it's clearly not just closed for the winter or some shit like that. It is, like, I mean, the sewer runs directly through it. Like, and it's... The way the architecture is, this is not like... I'm sorry I'm harping on this so much, but it's not like this is like... The Penguin modified it after everyone abandoned the place. No. It is quite clearly built, like, connected right into the sewer line. Whose fucking idea was that?
And the stuff above, too, don't get me wrong, it's Tim Burton's cool, background stuff. Like, it's his cool set design, but
the
that's
weird
not a zoo.
gothic dark shit. And it's like, no, that's not how you did. No wonder the zoo closed.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know, but sorry, I don't know why that zoo bothers me so much.
Well, because it's kind of focused on, too. Like, they keep bringing back. He's like, yeah, look at the sewage that may or may not be in the water.
Oh, yeah, that part. The fucking, like, he's like, this toxic lake where I'm gonna drop all of Gotham's firstborn children. It's like, but, dude, you're, like, Max Shrek swims in it easily without, like, he's, like, underwater for a good, like, 5 or 6 seconds before he surfaces.
And before that, the penguins are swimming in it. Like, we're like, oh, maybe this is a different route. No, there goes a penguin.
Yeah. But it's green and bubbling in that area, and I'm like...
And there's a boardwalk for Penguin, like, he doesn't want to touch the water. That's what he makes it look like, he doesn't want to touch it. But
that's not how chemicals work. You can't keep them in this corner of the pool. They will spread. Like...
It's just...
Ugh. And Catwoman. Okay, well, actually, no, I'm not done with Penguin yet. They make him... I can go with the freak show thing. I can go with the deformity. I can go with him being a bit more sadistic and angry. But he's such a creeper.
And
Like such a sexual creeper. Like, no, like, I get that. It really does feel like the goal here was like, let's make the audience as uncomfortable with him as possible.
Because, yeah, there's making jokes about groping when he's putting on the pin, but then, like, every other line he talks about, he's like, I wanna sex him. It's like, whoa, Penguin, you're in the room
like,
alone.
Yeah,
Stop
he's
talking
like,
about...
evil plan, sex. Evil plan, sex. It's like, no, dude, stop.
And, I mean, yeah, if they had actually built up the record of him living secluded with the penguins, maybe that's why he's like, I want human contact, and that leads to sex, right? No, he's hanging out with these sideshow chicks. There's clearly at least one, if not two, implied women in this slideshow, so why is he so crazy about it?
And it's not like he's been living alone, so it's hard to figure out, like, why he's so crazy. Like, why does the rest of the circus... Like, he was basically raised by a circus and a freak show.
Yeah.
Like, he had a family of sorts. Like, where did all this... Other than the whole, he was abandoned by his parents thing, which he would have been too young to remember, so someone would have had to tell him.
Right, so...
Like, what is missing here? Like, what are we as the audience missing? Like, what are we not being told?
And I don't think there are any cut scenes, because I own this one. I remember watching the special features, and it was a lot of talking about stuff, but I don't think they ever mentioned cut scenes that would have explained stuff, or ever have deleted scenes that would have explained stuff. If there is, by all means, let me know, because... I'd love to have explanation, but...
I would love a super edition with all the deleted scenes on, like, an extra DVD or something.
Right?
Like, I would buy that immediately, even though I already own the movie. I would love to have more deleted scenes. Like, I will never say no to that, even though this is my least liked Batman movie.
Yeah, this one's definitely not one of my favorites. It's hard for me to choose one I hate the most, but... Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely...
I can't say, like, I out and out hate it, but it is definitely not my favorite at all.
And we haven't even started on Catwoman.
Oh, God, yes. In this one, like, having Selina Kyle be all meek and mousy, and it's not an act, that's how she is now.
Yeah, she's apparently... Because, I mean, not just, like, what we see of her as a character, but when we see her apartment, it's clear she's one of those women who's, you know, never really outgrew childhood, because it's all pink and so many fluffy stuffies and stuff.
And stuffed animals, and a dollhouse, and all this other stuff, and yeah, it's just, like, she's meant to be this, like... completely stereotypical feminine archetype woman who only becomes a badass when a man shoves her out a window and causes her trauma.
And that's a weird trope to begin with, but
yeah.
It's especially weird for Selina because comics, all other media she's shown in, she's always been this strong woman. She's a lot like Poison Ivy, who's just this strong woman who doesn't really like men. She uses them. So it's kind of weird to see them suddenly make her so meek.
And when she does like a man, it's someone like Batman or Bruce who's strong, and not because like acknowledges her strength. Like
yeah,
they don't
it's not because
treat
he can
her like
overpower her.
Like, yeah,
she likes his strength because to her
he can match her.
Yeah, it matches her strength. So yeah, it's really weird to see this Selina, and especially like you were saying that there was no kind of background given to why she may flip so suddenly. Like, it's just the death and the cat scene that makes her suddenly go nuts.
Yeah, like, where is this psychosis suddenly coming from? Like, where is the... Like, was it really just a bang to the head was all that was needed to turn her into a badass, ass-kicking Catwoman? Like, it doesn't feel right to me. It feels like, again, it feels like we're missing something in the middle. Like...
Yeah, like, maybe there was repressed childhood stuff. Like, because we get that her mom seems a bit overbearing, wants to find her a man, but... That's kind of normal for a young girl in the city who's, you know, still living alone. That seems normal for her mom. So it seems really weird that she just rejects everything so violently. Like, when she trashes her apartment, it feels like we've been waiting for this. Like, there should have been little tidbits leading up to it. Because even when she says, like, being controlled by her body, like, when you see her ranting when she's picking up the coffee cups, it's not really a, like, secretly psychotic rant. It's a disgruntled but person. So it's weird.
Yeah. It's just this, like, all these skills she suddenly gets. She's suddenly, like, an Olympic-level gymnast doing backflips, and, like...
knows how to use a whip.
Whips are hard.
Because the sewing, I could grant you, she already had the sewing machine, she's a lady, but, yeah, that whip, first of all, I could see her having that as a prop costume scene. She's like, haha, look, I'm the sexy one, right? Not really. But... knowing how to properly use it to not only disarm your opponents, to help you grab your opponents and stuff.
And all the other shit she does with it. And the climbing up building stuff.
Yeah, she's out of nowhere parkour shit. I
have done parkour lessons. That shit is hard. Like, where did she build the upper body strength and the skills? And
yeah,
it's like, no, magic out of nowhere, cat powers. Oh, the Halle Berry movie makes much more sense now.
And yeah, we get hints of her after she does the transformation that she actually doesn't really like being this badass. She keeps going, I don't know if I like who I am. And you see her staring at the department window like she wants to go back to her old life. That kind of makes sense. But again, that still seems weird that she had such a dramatic change to have these wanting to go back. So it's really weird that we didn't get any backstory to why she may have been secretly waiting to break and go psychotic.
And at the end, Bruce is like, we're the same, Selina, split down the middle. And like, Bruce, when have you been showing that you're conflicted with being Batman in this entire goddamn movie?
Yeah.
Not once, really. You've been like, man, it's awesome to punch people and blow them up and
just,
set them on fire and whatever else I do.
Which kind of really is hypocritical of him when Selina pulls out the little gun and he's like, who do you think you are? It's like, you? Because he's been dishing out justice, and not his vigilante no-kill justice. He's been outright murdering these clowns and stuff, which you were saying they seem much more of a Joker gang than Penguin.
Yeah, like that's the way it feels like. Like they didn't really think of, they're just like, let's make another one. It's like, oh, Joker was popular, let's make the gang modeled after him. Who are we having for villains? Penguin and Catwoman. Which one should control the Joker gang then? Penguin, yeah, let's go with that. He's a freak.
Right? It just seems weird.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot.
There's a couple of the kills where people are like, oh no, Batman that just hit that guy. Like, that guy was probably in the hospital and that guy was just badly burned. I'm like, I'm sorry, the guys who survived some of Batman's attacks,
they're not okay.
You can't call that living.
Like that fire guy, yeah. It's like, not a comfortable life. He's gonna be wrecked forever. Like, he's
at least third-degree burns, because like the outfit he's wearing will have melted onto his skin, and then it's like not I could get grabbed for that, but it's not pretty. Like, and of course the guy he blew up, there is no way that guy survived that explosion. No, just no. I don't care how well he takes a punch. Yeah,
that was, I get it, the tough guy moment, but then Batman's the fine, have a bomb. It's like, no,
no.
And again, just a lot of... Again, I get they were trying to make Penguin kind of grotesque, but it just felt like it was way too much sometimes. Like, the biting the guy's nose... You had enough with him eating the gross fish in front of people. You didn't need him, randomly biting a person.
It kind of felt, again, like they were going for a weird Joker-style moment where it was, all jovial and then suddenly, random anger and, killing someone out of nowhere. But that works better with Joker than Penguin.
Well, and again, like you said... Even his gang, the way he acts, Penguin is usually portrayed a lot more smooth gangster. Like, he's very rarely the crazy psycho. He's a guy who tries to play the gangster role, even though he's kind of a funny, chubby-looking guy, so people don't take him seriously. So yeah, he's kind of psychotic in that way because
the legitimate club owner of the Iceberg Lounge.
I want that Penguin.
He's usually a lot smarter than, hey, Catwoman, I got lube. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call it lotion.
Well, just some of his moments, like you said, the setting up a campaign in what's clearly the downstairs to where him and his gang have been hanging out. How did they not hear that?
How did they get the blueprints to the fucking Batmobile?
And,
how?
And they just... this gang that's shown no other technical know-how, totally all computer whizzes when they're taking apart the Batmobile, which they didn't need to take it apart. You showed them taking it apart, but in the end, it was that little ball bit. They could have just stuck that on the bottom and not have tampered with anything else.
And they had a remote for his shield doohickey.
Right?
They just knew the frequency. And really, they had the blueprints, but how did they get the fucking blueprints?
And I get it. Penguin said, whatever people flush gets to him, but... Neither Batman nor Alfred would flush that shit.
Yes. Why would you flush the blueprints to the Batmobile?
I don't think he'd even, shred it or throw it out. He would keep that locked in the vault to burn, just like in the Batman,
One of them.
Yeah. where him and Alfred are burning stuff, because, he keeps and alphabetizes everything. He would not just throw away the schematics, so how did they get them? Because this time there's not even, a Lucius Fox building this shit for him. It's very much implied that he builds it all in his
when Alfred
cave.
brings him the invitation, he's working on the Batmobile.
Exactly. So it's very much implied he works on this stuff himself. Yes, he gets the pieces from somewhere, but why would they spend all this time looking for bits and pieces of a Batmobile when they kind of just found out, like, when they stroll into town that they wanted to take on Batman? Before, they just kind of wanted to do this funny little kid thing and then run off. They didn't plan to take on Batman. It just is like, yeah, let's do this now.
It feels very unclear in this version whether or not they actually plan to take on Batman at all, because they're like the firstborn son thing, and like this movie is very confused plot-wise as to what Penguin's actual plan is, or what he wants to do, or what he's thinking of doing in the next 5 seconds. Like, again, this doesn't feel like Penguin. It feels like some unfocused jackass.
Yeah, and Penguin is usually a lot more methodical, a lot more planned out, very almost like Batman. Like, that's why he's the business side of Bruce kind of thing, because he's like, no, I've got this all planned out so you can't lay a finger on me. So this feels very non-Penguin.
Yeah.
Like, at his best in this movie, when he's all dressed up, that we're like, oh, he looks good. And now he's talking about sex again.
Oh God! Like that moment where he proposes to Catwoman, she turns him down, and he's like, "You're throwing out all the signs. How dare you turn me down? I was such a nice guy." Like, that's what it feels like. Like, that nice guy part isn't from the movie, but that's almost what it feels like. Like, he was like being like, I was so nice to you. How dare you turn me down?
Even though she's been kind of denying him this whole time, and it just feels like he's just really pushing wants to get in somebody's pants, and it's weird.
Yeah. Anyway, overall, it's an okay movie, but it's not aged well.
No.
Anyhow, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.